So someone comes along and they do the membership, right? They send the pictures, you do the analysis, they get into the membership. How long will they expect to start seeing changes?
Oh man. I mean, we had a woman on last night who has so much progress. Levi's probably going to edit it today and it'll go into the catalog, but man, her gray hair was going away. What else, Levi? What else did she? Was it her pain?
Yeah, I believe she was going. She had tinnitus.
Oh, it was tinnitus. It was ringing in the ear, and it was quick. 2 months. 2 months.
Yeah.
2 months. Yeah. It's hard for me to keep up. There's so many. It's hard to keep up, and
Mm.
that's like such a blessing. That's such an amazing thing, and I don't know. Like, it's just really cool.
So the way that you healed yourself, is that also, are these the foundations for what you're doing now?
Not really. When I healed myself, it was just flat out nutrition. I detoxed myself, lost a bunch of weight, and I did a lot of meditation back then. I was just learning how to do it.
Mm.
But, the structural issues came later. My hands started to cramp up because I'm a computer athlete. I've been at the computer for 25 years doing this. And, I had so many problems in my late 30s. And this is after I was a practitioner,
Mm.
practitioners break down too,
Yeah.
and that's when I found, that's when I started studying the musculoskeletal system, and that's when the last piece came to me. I already knew the nutrition and mindfulness training. It was the musculoskeletal system that really made it come together, because man, I saw people getting out of wheelchairs and I'm like, you didn't change your diet at all? They're like, no. I'm like, what? There's something here. So I had to really study everything, and then I brought it all together. It's kind of it's like a kitchen sink type of mentality.
Mhm.
Just throw the kitchen sink at it, like,
Just
and,
try anything and everything until you
yeah,
realize that it's working.
yeah. But I'm not going to call it the kitchen sink method.
Yeah.
So one day, I'll tell you this story real quick. I was, you know, I was presenting myself as a holistic doctor. And I just noticed that so many people didn't know what the word holistic meant. And, like they would be like, hey, try this supplement. It's holistic. No, I think you mean to say natural. Holistic means whole body, right? So I was like, all right, this holistic thing it isn't working. And then, once I was really getting attacked, one of the big attacks is people saying that I'm not a doctor,
Mm.
right? Because I'm working on people's health and their bodies, but I have a PhD and not an MD. So it throws some people off. So I said, all right, well, I'm a fake doctor. It's fine. I'll be a fake doctor. So now I call me a fake doctor. And, but that's when I said, well, wait a second. I think I was on the phone with someone and I just said, no, you got to heal from head to toe. And it just hit me like, I like that, head to toe. Like, I think people can understand that. Brain to bunions, right? And I said, I think more people can understand head to toe than holistic. And then I said, well, I probably shouldn't call myself a doctor anymore because they're targeting me. Healer. There's another H. Okay. Head to toe healing, or head to toe healer.
Mm.
So I said, well, that's it. So then I trademarked my name so they can't take the doctor away. So Dr. Reese is just a stage name at this point, like Dr. Dre. And head to toe healing is the message and the trade. So I've kind of, out of necessity, have created a new title, if you will.
Yeah.
Just like somebody had to come up with a sound healer or a masseuse or an acupuncturist. So I came up with a head to toe healer. And so I want to train people when I have time. I want to train people to be head to toe healers, to know what I know. Because if I don't pass it on, then it's just selfish, and just let people go with it and see what they can do with it, and get their own clients, because they're not going to get attacked. I'm the one that's going to get attacked because I'm the one with the following.
Yeah.
But if I can bring people into my following and then disperse them out to other healers,
Yeah, that's the goal.
I'm not the one that's taking on responsibility. I'm not the one with the contract.
So I want to ask, what is one story of all of the success stories that you have? What is one story that really touched you when you realized the healing that someone went through?
There's so many. I mean, the one with Kim Wiggins really stands out because she had a tumor that was blocking the birth canal, and she's pregnant, and they told her that she's going to die giving birth. And so we had to act quick, and she, the tumor disappeared, and she had her baby, and her baby is now 11 years old.
So in this case, for example, I imagine this would be one of the urgent ones. What do you start with? Is it the
nutrition? Always.
Nutrition. Always
Yeah.
nutrition.
Yeah, for sure. And that, obviously, that's a long time ago. And yeah, it's just every time we put that video out, it does really well. So it just pulls on people's heartstrings. She
Yeah.
thought, she was told she was going to die at childbirth, and her first reaction is like, am I going to have time to hold my baby?
Mhm.
So, but there's so many. I mean, there's so many. From one guy who loves to dance, and he goes to country dances, and he had so much hip pain he couldn't dance anymore, and then just a few months with me, and he's out there dancing, and he's just so happy. It's subtle. Angelo, who said he felt so much pain when he went down to tie his shoe, and now he doesn't have pain when he ties his shoe anymore. This is subtle. It's just subtle stuff that nobody talks about because we're so obsessed with the disease name. We're obsessed with fibromyalgia, osteoporosis. I mean, these sound like monsters. And they don't have to be monsters. They're not monsters. It's just your body malfunctioning because you've been mistreating it. And nobody taught you how to do it. Nobody taught you how to take care of the vehicle, the one vehicle that you get, and that's all I'm doing is I'm guiding people and teaching people how to do it themselves.
Yeah.
Because I can't do it anymore. I can't take appointments, nothing.
But I guess what you're saying is that because you understand the three parts, and it's really, it doesn't have to be just the people that are already suffering with pain or conditions. It's actually also preventative, right? People can. It's not a bad idea to go and check it out before you start suffering from all these things, especially if you're saying that the pelvis is such a troublemaker.
The goal of every adult that is into my work is to cancel your doctor. Period. So you never have to go to your doctor ever again. Never. Zero. You don't even need one. you only go to medical path when you have an emergency or something urgent, a catastrophe, a broken bone, an infection, etc. All these chronic conditions are very simply malfunctions of the body, and they don't know how to reverse the malfunctions. So you're going down a dead end if you go to them. So what I'm saying is choose head to toe healing and get rid of the medical, because head to toe healing is going to prevent more stuff from happening, because everyone has something. I don't think there's a such thing as a 40-year-old without a symptom. There's never met one. I mean, I'm the quote unquote expert, and I got 3 symptoms. On my analysis, I got 3 symptoms, which is a great score, by the way. It means I'm a pretty healthy 45-year-old man, but it's not a 0, it's a 3.
Yeah. Well, will you expect for it forever to be 0, or is that
I just got to work at it. Maybe at some point when I put myself first and not everyone else. But I think I'll take it. I know people my age that are bad shape, bad shape. So I think I'm a pretty darn healthy 45-year-old guy, and I don't go to the doctor. I get my own blood labs. I look at them myself. Pay the money to stay out of the system.